Yo, yo, yo. Requiem time indeed. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Nearly ready to go. Mr. Ricky Rat indeed. You right, you right. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. All good to go. Now, we gotta download or recreate the rest of the builds. We recreated quite a few, but we have a few new ones, a few new additions. Quite a few cosplays, it looks like, from Undertaker. So let's build those up real quick. Ducking and a dagger, double Huxley, huh? Very cool, very cool. Full Alba set. Innards, Flugel, interesting, interesting. Walt. VP20D. Terminal armor. There he is. Yo, aren't you welcome, the humble abode. The Undertaker is here. Right, we got your first cosplay of, I assume, a Gundam. I think I've seen the Dudeski from Evangelion. Yeah, Eva 1. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, you named him nice. Very cool, very cool. What is this? Double laser orbits, laser shotgun, pulse blade. I see. It's pretty neat. Kind of like the inverse from the original, or from the past one, going kinetic orbits and such. Or laser from kinetic and all that good stuff. Alright, mind Alpha, Orbiter, tool arms, and 424 legs. Or 422. Lula, Walt, VP20D, Terminal Armor. Terminal Armor enjoyer for these frames indeed. Yes, yes. The Ricky Rat, true. Gotcha, gotcha. That's pretty dope. I'm unfortunately not all too familiar with many of them, other than, of course, the Evil one. Seen that gone around a lot. Even seen it in a few episodes of the show a long ass time ago. Thought it was pretty cool. Never did follow up on it, though. I've heard mixed things of it, but I'm sure it has its values. Certainly a lot of the clips I've seen look very cool. Alright, the double Vientos. Viento Gaming. Man, when the Vientos were busted, that was a time to be alive. YouTube, why are you watching the stream in 729p? Let's go. 720p, yeah. It's pretty cool. There's a new series on Netflix. Really? They basically remade it, and it's very cool. Oh, nice. I heard they were remaking One Piece as well, some people. That sounds pretty cool. A lot of classic animes being remade for the new generations. Make it more streamlined. I think it's pretty neat. Get more eyes on it. Because inevitably, if people watch the new stuff, they'll go back and watch the old one or compare, and it gives the old one new life. So it's ultimately pretty cool. A scudder on the back. I see, I see. The scudder. I've been asked to look at the scudder a little more after looking at the Tanner. Not sure I would, given the Tanner seems to just be the better scudder, but scudder's not too bad paired with something like Rensetsu for ranged weaponry, so there may be some potential there. Yeah, never know. Shade Eye, Alba, and Skipping Leg Day. There we go. Kankaku, melee thrust. Wait, melee? Yeah, on the with the bunk is interesting. Walt, VP20D again, TA again. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Next up, next up. New Evangelion. Never enough Evangelion. Timeless. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. The One Piece remake is just the original series in beautiful crisp 4K. Ah, very cool, very cool. Alright, now for the Eva 1. Rensetsu. Tanner, or Scudder. Or Turner, Tanner. I call it Turner, Tanner constantly, but... Tomato, tomato. Is that a Zimmerman on the back? It is. It is, it would seem. And then a butt. I've seen people with this cosplay use the Kazwar head. I've seen people use this head as well. Both look pretty good. Where are we? There he is. Yup. Yup. And yup. Flugel. Walt. 20D. TA. There he is. There's our boy. Do we have any others to recreate? Let's see. So many builds. Oh yeah. It's going to be a long stream. There's potential that this will be a long one. We shall see. We got Helios, the not Rusty of Season 2, picking up where Congo left off to a certain degree, which rocks Rensetsu and an Estrogen. Pretty much the same weapons as Rusty, I'm thinking, which means Plasma Missile, and then Slicer. No, it's Pulse Blade this time. That's good. Always recommend the Pulse Blade over the Slicer for sure. Slicer is really cool. You get a lot of damage out of the Stagger Punish, but the fact with the Pulse Blade, you're getting similar damage, and it's faster with it, and which could be not so good, because although this takes longer, it does lock the opponent in the entire duration, and it does a little more damage, which might, because it's so long, get another weapon off of cooldown, which could be a line-up follow-up punish, similar to the Wooger Dagger combo. So there are some nice hidden factors of having a longer melee time than the Blade. However, both of these have the same property on their charge attack of the mini stun, but one takes a lot longer to happen, which is ultimately not very good. Now we rock with a full Knockrider set. Yo. Oh my god. Gotta do at least one for today's stream while we all wait for the paychecks first RP. Oh yes, indeed. It's been pretty dope so far. Happy to just be part, and also happy to be meeting new people who are AC fans. Hell yeah, man. We appreciate ya. We appreciate you, Algorithms. You are a Ricky Rat, man. The rickiest of rats, as they say. Absolute goated individual here. Absolute goated. Thank you, thank you. Most appreciated indeed. We got a Lula. We got a PO5. Well, interesting to have a range FCS with seemingly, well, Estrogen's fine outside of 130 to 190, so it's not too shabby. Now we just need crossplay to play with everyone in this wonderful niche community. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I really do hope with Elden Ring's Night Rain, when that officially launches, they do add crossplay, given it's fully PvE, which will be them dipping their toes into crossplay, which will then maybe encourage them, based on the good response from the community, to continue to do their best to implement it at least in like certain aspects of the game. You know, if they're like, we really just don't want to do it for PvP, that's fine for the future games, but at the very least add some crossplay features like sharing ACs or special raid modes. Stuff like that would be really, really cool. Crossplay would be the dream, I agree. Yo, welcome to Humble Abodes. I got a good build for you, Green. Oh, let's see it. Yo, crossplay would be nice. I agree. Alright, PO5 Assault. PO5 Akushi Assault. Or no. Not PO5. Alula PO5 CS. Akushi Assault. Gotcha. The rickiest of rats. There he is. The new Rusty of the new world. The old Blade Master. One issue with crossplay would be the disparity of mouse and keyboard versus controller. Not really. This game wouldn't really have a huge... The biggest issues in most games with M&K versus roller is, you know, quickness to aim. You know, on roller you aim with your thumb. On M&K you aim with your whole forearm, you know, stuff like that. But in this game that doesn't matter that much. There's not too much of an advantage you would get. Plus, most of the advantage you would get on M&K and Armored Core with the whole like free aiming better, you can just pretty much, you know, shorten the gap by just making console's sensitivity option be able to be increased much further than it is right now. And then we'll be able to pull off crazy flicks as well. And use soft lock way better. Oh, wait until you upgrade this one. Oh, I'm still building them up, so you can post your build anytime. Still building some up from the Requiem workshop. Some last minute additions. Crossplay PvP should be at least limited to build sharing, decal sharing, and at most custom lobbies for PvP. That'd be nice. Yeah, if they were... Yeah, they could say ranked is purely platform to platform, because then you can have each platform's, you know, ranks, similar to what they do in Marvel Rivals right now. Like you play casual, quick play, it's every platform. If you want, you can also choose if you don't want to. But then ranked is purely each platform. So they could do that in this, and that'd be completely fine. But I don't think the M&K/controller difference is that huge that they would need to have that the main reason to have the borders. I think they just do because they don't have the... well, they probably have the money, although maybe not on Armored Core. I guess they're just traditionally... Their whole frame is to not have crossplay, so they just don't do it. Maybe there's some type of agreement in their process that dictates that they cannot. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But if they were to get rid of it, that would be kind of cool. Alright, we have another Thrive AC, the Bulwark. So we'll build that up real fast as well. Alright, I pasted this one in, yeah? Yeah, I did. All is good. All is gooding. Crossplay is at normal matches, yeah. But for ranked, they lock it into the same platform. Exactly. Bullets, yeah, the bullet build, yeah, submitted. Lots of bullets. Very nice. Our build is called System 2, and its purpose is to be more aggressive than chatting. CSC. Thrive be getting some more love in this channel, and I'm all for it. Hell yeah, dude. He's a great creator. He's a great creator. He deserves all the love. All the Ricky Rats. A good raven out here. A good raven. And it's pretty fun to tweak around with some other people's builds. Some other creators' builds, of course. These builds are also dope. Ducket Gatling, which already makes my recoil it makes the recoil go up, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But I guess if your barrel stuffing, it doesn't matter that much, you know. But with the Duo 3 especially, I mean, that's nice for closing your distance on such a big boy, I suppose, but a 6-cell or 10-cell would be much better, given if we're going to get so close that the recoil won't matter with a Gatling and a Ducket, then we want a missile launcher to complement that, and the Duo does not quite. If you're going to use a missile launcher for purely range pressure as you close in, I would recommend splits, although Duos are fine. And then Pulse Blade. Maybe I'm just too much of an optimal player for my own good. Let's see, my Alpha, 40 core, 40 arms, and desert legs, chunky legs. Probably my favorite heavyweight legs. They're just light enough to be decent, or have decent speeds, but they're very chunky, especially in the stability area. Alright, Energy Eye, Abbott, yeah, close range. To not go as Ocellus is not that bad, actually. The arms are fine. Although everything here is pretty much close range anyway, so might as well go Ocellus if we can afford it. Let's see. Abbott Mang Tang. Get some nice recharge. Can we not run Sand Time this? You can. And some nice energy efficiency. It does take our speed down a little bit, but being able to assault boost constantly at them and get that kinetic boost would be kind of nice. But, Yeah, because like this is gonna be such a pain chasing down kites. Close range battle, Mangtang or Langtai or no Mangtang, yes, would be fun because then you're constantly recharging, you constantly quick boost around with the coral booster to boost around. But if you need to chase down kites, which this build will have to do eventually, it'd be nice to have max capacity. But we're getting into optimizing already, and we're not even done building. We'll save it for then. And do what to play. Oh my god, TTV Bit Boy invited me. I'll have to join once I'm done. I assume the missiles are for long range pressure. Yeah, for sure, as you close in, given it's going to take a little bit. SB Morley on the right, and for the body, it's the A. What are you meaning? Hey yo, Saint, what's good? Yo, what's good? What's good, brother? Haven't watched Thrive for a good while now. It's actually makes me want to get a PlayStation and AC6, grind the 3 playthroughs and parts again just to fight him. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, I actually don't have that much of a problem running kites down right now. I mean, yeah. Good kite players are hard to come by. Well, not really. Well, kind of. Kiting itself is... The game itself is built more close range. With how bolt velocity and yada yada works, so ultimately any build, as long as you're not super heavy and just have not great weapons, should be able to close the distance against almost any other build. It's just about staying that close, and good kite players know how to keep you away for sure. They'll send out missiles and wrap around so they hit you in the back or the side, instead of making them easy to dodge in front. They'll play vertical to not, just get outpaced by your assault boost, stuff like that, for sure. For sure. Alright, next up. What else we have? Helios, Bulwark, Bullet. There we go. Oh god. Oh god. The recoil. The recoil. Good god. Alright, Estrogen. What, 2 Estrogens? Yeah, 2 Estrogens, 2 Xiaoweis. My god. My god. You have more of an issue into vertical kites. Oh, for sure. Demu from South, listen to us. Bring more parts and a custom crossplay feature. That would be cool. That would be nice. It features a Talbot FCS. Oh, so if you're detailing your build, feel free to put it all into one image. If it gets buried under discussion, you can post it all on the Requiem workshop in my community server, or in the comment of the most recent video / post if you'd like. Should message him and see if he can pop into chat. Haha. Who do you mean? You mean Thrife? I don't have him on speed dial. For expansions, yeah. Your information is a little scattered, so I am not sure if I can scroll through and decipher it all. So I'd recommend putting it all into one message. That would be most appreciated indeed. Estrogen. Boom. Bing shitting. A virile head on such a light man. Gotta get the AP, I suppose, although we're probably in desperate need of the stability. Let's see. Might Alpha for the recoil control, yet we can maybe, honestly, one at a time? Maybe, but I don't think so. We'll see. We will see. Inner parts, Lula Abbott. Lula Abbott, VP20C. Pulsama. Tell Thrive to make a Discord already. He doesn't have a community server, really. That is indeed shocking. Although I guess his content's mainly like PvP. I don't know if he takes a look at other people's builds, so I feel like it's like a catalog of his own arsenal, so if he doesn't do like huge community content, there's not a huge incentive to make a community server, but I'm sure his fans would appreciate it. Nice place to converse. What's recoil? That's what I'm saying, dude. Also, wait, did you put a ducat on? Because if you did, I'm using a quicklet. Oh, really? Thrive XGK collab when? If only there's crossplay. I don't know what we could do together as like a video. That'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of neat. He could make like a build and I could optimize it and then he could use it again. Like he could make a build, PvP with it. I optimize it. He goes in again and see if it's like insanely better or not. That could be kind of neat. I can message him. Oh, you have him on the dial, on the speed dial. Ronan's got all the connections, dude. He's out here. He's the guy in the chair. He doesn't likely check his Discord DMs, though. I mean, yeah. I suppose. You don't need stability if you just never get hit. Yep. That is the philosophy. And I suppose with these weapons, you don't need to stand still, so, you know, that could ring true. Tournament host? True. That could be pretty cool. I did try to convince him at one point to make a Discord, but he said he was too busy IRL. Makes sense. Recoil. GC's taking it seriously, indubitably. Hey man, we appreciate the description. Welcome to Humble Aboard GC. Welcome. He has a viewer build PvP series on his YouTube. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, then he could totally use the Discord to be like, yo, post builds here, and I will rick the rats. But at the same time, it's good YouTube engagement to purely have it in the comments, so, you know, you pick your poison. Attempted my best at compiling. Oh, man, you're the GOAT. You're the fucking GOAT, brother. Oh, we maxed out on here, so we have to delete some of these arena builds and remake them by the time the arena rolls back around for the RP. Which I will be trying to post a RP promotion video tomorrow to hopefully get some more eyes on it if all goes well, so that'll be nice. Just a video, pretty much video format of describing what the RP is, all the rules, that kind of thing, so it could be nice for sharing around without needing to be in the server to see what it is type thing. I'll try to build that real fast. Let's see what we got here. So Zwanji, if I'm reading this all correctly. Zwanji, Tengan Show. Yeah, explosive thrower. Zwanji, explosive thrower. Multi 06. Morley. Basho head. Wrecker. Torso. Tool arms. Wrecker, of course, torso looks, our core looks a little goofy, but we love it. It's a big old kinetic boy. Or explosive boy, rather. Basho head, wrecker, torso, tool arms. Fortalies, or are we going skinny legs? No, we're going wheelchair. What is it for the Misa? Hold up, let me check. No, Boromisa 40. Yeah, I'm dumb. I am of this dumb. Alright. Plus no booster, so that we give it away to Talbot, Yabba, AA. Gotcha. Yabba. Yabba dabba doo. Alright. Or is it AA? Yep. Alright. Very good, very good. Just use the comments mostly. Yep, that's good, good engagement. This is good, this is good. Ain't nothing wrong with running your community purely through the tube. Do the tube channel. Had a dual Moonlight build that needs work. Hell yeah, man, that's why we're here. Here to give our opinion on how it may be better. For the fill up on slots for these builds. I'll have to start breaking into the other folders. think I'm gonna skip S2. Started working on my Skyrim roleplay again. It's 3 years old now. Should probably start recording that proper. Oh hell yeah, that's pretty cool. If you have a bazooka, grenade launcher, or etc., have a very low recoil. The arms needed highly recoil or balance between both recoil firearm space, I suppose. Indeed. Posted my build in the Discord green. Very nice. Just had a heart attack because the stream crashed and I reloaded the page. My browser told me YouTube could not be reached. Damn. That were a bullet to be dodged, perhaps. I was very surprised you didn't use a record core for the BT. Yeah, I had that recommended in the comments after the fact, but I was looking at them both. What did I use ultimately? I used TQ. I like the light in the middle for the eye, for his face, so I thought that'd be a little bit better. But yeah, they're both big cores, going up a bit. Have a nice little top, a nice flat head for the TQ head, so either or could do it. I feel like if you decal this better, it does have the light at the little top, but it's not exactly like as centered as it would be his eye. If you turn off the light and then decaled on the very center there, a little blue eye, I think it would look probably better. For sure. Yeah, Oil Runner's meant to be a hit and run type. I get you. Figured if I posted my heavy missile build in past weeks, perhaps. Alright, so this is a Ricky Reddit. Let's see if we have any others underneath the bullet. There's bullet, and then there's the Carousel build. Oh, we have a new one. Oh, wait, this is your build. Very nice, very nice. Yo, Andre C, welcome to Humble Abode. Alright, we are ready to start upgrading indubitably. Starting with a build that I believe Thrife named Big Damage, shared to us by Ronin, which is a Karasawa Majestic build with double Auroras, with a P10 booster for aggression. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. So it's a VE20B build, which is good. I've seen a couple configurations with a similar type of philosophy, a similar thing of like maxing out the 20B damage for a type of build like this. So, with this in mind, there's a couple ways we can do it. We could go Bashio Arms and add a Moonlight for the Bashio / 20B damage on the Moonlight. Switch this to a Plasma Rifle, or the PR. I think I should show the combo. Proof of concept and all that. So normal Moonlight, keep the Auroras, which also scale up 20B. And then we can rock with that. And this is a pretty nice type of ranged build at how to say. The Auroras themselves are going to do very good at pressuring long-ranged opponents or even close range dude skis into coming towards us. And as they come towards us, also FCS. We don't need FCS tracking really because we're using the charge attack of the PR purely. So we can go with the SLT, which has max missile connection to make the Auroras. The Auroras have noticeably long lock-on time, but with max lock-on time, it ain't too shabby. That should lock on pretty quick. And if you alternate the shots, it's even better. The reload isn't that bad, but their lock-on is kind of rough. He's got 600 on each shot, and he charges up at light speed nearly because of the generator. You know, with the charge, someone coming into that is huge damage, huge impact, and yeah, it cools off pretty quick. Mixing that all in with the Moonlight itself, giving off 800 per hit, lots of impact itself. You get some nice stagger and damage, and it just kind of melts people coming in towards you. You play the whole playstyle just backing up as they come in and just eat your attacks as they just come right into it. Of course, you have the normal shots of the PR, which has some pretty nice projectile speed, which was buffed in the most recent patch. So this is a nice build to kind of capitalize on that as well. So it does, with this configuration, go away from the Karasawa Majestic. It keeps the identity of a type of 20B brawler in a sense, which I believe was the main intention, especially with the PO4. Although this does change the style from, you know, quick boosting a lot towards the enemy with low ink consumption with the PO10 booster, and instead is a more come at me bro type of playstyle. Just that damage. And this is big damage. This is much more damage you get on the other, so maybe it's a little more deserving of the name. You never know. You mean the 3mm kites? Yep, I still have steel haze. Oh, really? The kits. Nice. Very cool. Very good. Revert energy kite. To a degree. Use this build to S rank season 1. Oh, use a build just like this? That's pretty dope. An hour ago, I was thinking to build my AC having heavy machine guns and Gatling guns with reverse joint legs would be cool. That'd be pretty nice. The VPR is also great for smacking around cover. Or, oh, yeah, I get you. If you get good at it, and it's super fun. Oh, no doubt. The AoE potential on this is nuts. Similar to the Nebula in its AoE, but obviously with the 3 projectiles, it's a lot more likely to hit at least a couple. But yeah, fall 3 hit though in the same area. My god, it is devastating. Yoinking this? Hell yeah, dude. Tell me what you think. I've seen people run different configurations of this, but for the most part, this is a pretty nice way to get most out of 20B on a type of build like this for sure. It's pretty fun. Would you be interested in doing a video on this build? Would likely explain it better than I could in a message. Which build? You talking about this one itself or something else? Yeah, I used redshift since back then Moonlight didn't get as much scaling. Oh yeah, for sure. I think I use NGI boosters because I can fly high enough. Gotcha. Your build is now something like I main range weapon melee and sub weapons plus fast. I get you. That's what's up. So yeah, I think we'll go with this. Now, does it deviate too much from the identity of the original? Not really. It's a 20B bipedal. As long as we keep it 20B bipedal, with primarily weapons that give off 20B enhanced damage and therefore acquire big damage, I'd say it's pretty close. I'd say it's close enough to be its own thing while not deviating too far. Plus, I really want to play around with this combo after seeing it used a couple times. So, yeah, I think we'll go with it. Alright, now for the frame parts. The appetizer head, aka the duck head, because it kind of looks like a little duck with a little beak. A little snout right there. What are we thinking? I'll probably just go with the 20 or 44D, as basic as it is, given how good it is. That stability jump with a little bit of loss of AP is pretty nice. Almost get up to 1800 stability while not going too far below 11,000. I think I subbed out Aurora for a different missile. I think I used a 6-cell. I mean, if we're going to go full 20B, I ain't ditching these Auroras. Plus, they're very nice at getting some nice range capability, especially if you alternate the shots with the SLT, so their fire rate's very nice. Oh, it's great. It is a good 8. Do they have extra boosters in AC6? No, sadly. Extra boosters. Do you mean like the over boosters? But you ruin the 11. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's alright. So we'll probably have to go with the HAL, because it has enough energy to durability without breaking the bank on either side. It's pretty much the middle child without going ephemera. Yeah, 1600 stability. I think I'm good. Alright, now we'll go Basho Arms for even more damage. So we were getting like 800 per hit on Out of Staggered Moonlight. Now we should be getting 1,000 per hit. Is crazy. That's just 2,000 out of stagger, which means in stagger might be even crazier. Oh wow, 2,100. Oh my god, that's kind of crazy. Was that 900 on just the normal hit if the full AoE lands? Which isn't incredibly likely, but... What? Nani? 1200 on just a normal little hit? That means if you're just in their face barrel stuffing, you're just absolutely shredding. Fire isn't like insane, but mixing some of these in with some of those, that's kind of crazy. And then you just let the auroras just spring out like tentacles, dude. It's kind of cool. It's kind of coolio. What would we name a build like this, you think? There's a lot of name potential here for sure. Could call it Kraken. Could call it Hydra, given it has so many different projectiles that go out, all springing from one frame. Kind of cool. Pew pew pew. That's kind of cool. I'm definitely excited to play around with this for sure. Attachable extra thruster pods probably on the back. Oh yeah, for sure. Sounds like the over boost thrusters that I've seen in previous games, also featured in the secret level episode. There are back thruster pods in the game files. Interesting they never went for them. I guess that would have been a lot more to implement and then bounce things around and yada yada yada. Definitely think an expansion with more like expansion stuff would have been cool. I'll die on this hill of always wanting it. An expansion that gives us the infinite energy we get, and one of the ending-ish missions of having infinite coral energy. That'd be so cool. Just pop an expansion, go max energy, unlimited for a little bit. That'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool. People would probably use it to chase down or run away a lot, but ultimately, if two people just activated against each other and just boosting around at Mach 10, it'd be really cool. Really nice. Will they add them into the basic game? Yeah, cool. This build definitely gives main protagonist / antagonist energy. Cinema, maybe. Hydra sounds mean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm building this build again. God damn it. It's pretty fun. Moonlight Hydra. Ooh. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Alright. How does we bounce? Alright, we never even changed the head. Yeah, we'll go 44D. Now we're back up to 11,000. Now we're at 111. We have one more 1 than the last 1-1 had. If you do say so, and I do myself. Howl legs are nice for the drip. Our speed is rough, but I guess it doesn't matter that much because we actually bank on people closing the distance. But then again, our booster is also not that great, so we'll see what it's like afterwards. We could run this all on a wheelchair, which will allow us to run a better core for more durability. And right now we're rocking pretty fucking fast, which also allows us to just back away or push onwards while we fire out the PR. That could be pretty interesting. We'll see how we can optimize bipedal-wise, and we'll see if it's just better to go with the wheelchair. Alright, so with Mind Alpha, much like most of the times it's between Howl and Alpha, we actually don't lose any speed, we just lose a bit of stability for a lot of AP. So I guess we'll do that. We don't really need P10 if we don't need to play super aggressive anymore. Can't go as SPD, can't go with the Lula. P10 or P4 might be our better. Ooh, Gridwalker. It gets us up to 330 boost speed. Nice quick boost and very nice upwards thrust as well, which allows us to play very vertical against someone like really heavy rushdown. Assault boost isn't too bad. Consumption's also not shabby. It might be the best we got on the current configuration if we want to stay with 20B, which we definitely do. 20B for sure. Pulse Armor for sure. Interesting. Okay. So with this, we have decent speeds. We have 330 boost speed with quick boost though suffering at 325, which I guess doesn't matter too much. It's still decent enough to dodge some things. Or a vertical 460. My god, we just ascend. That's kind of crazy. That is nuts. That means we can just jump above the enemy and rain down hellfire and purple rain of our own. Schmink. That's pretty cool. So that allows us decent speed to kind of just back away, and then when the enemy gets really close, as we pelt them with the roars and such, just go right above them, and then pow. Stun them with these. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then when they're finally staggered, hit them with the punch. That's not too shabby. Not too bad. What's our assault boost looking like? 400 plus is pretty nice. It's decent enough. It's just about fast enough to catch some kites. Indeed. Shink, mink. Mink, mink, mink. That's pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so I guess we'll save this now, and I want to compare it to a wheelchair variant. Yeah, the Gridwalkers sound like a good idea, since this build would love verticality. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It might get a little wonky with throwing out the Moonlight on Stagger, but as long as we position ourselves a little better, we should be fine with that. Stun guns would probably rip this apart with that head. Maybe. Maybe. What is the system recovery? It's not huge for sure, but not a lot of people run stun guns, and they still have to get close to use those stun guns, and it's kind of the danger zone, so we'll see, we'll see. Probably do more system recovery, but that's preference. Yeah, but that's just to counter one build versus this head having good defenses against all other builds plus them. And yeah, we have a lot of durability, so even if we get pelted by stun guns, I think we'll be able to survive them. Plus, again, we have that damage at close range, so the damage. Armageddon, what's good? This PC definitely has more stun guns. Damn. I see. The stun gun damage. So we'll rock this. So, okay, now I just want to slap a wheelchair on it and see how we're looking. So we get much better quick boost. My god, 424 is insanity, but it's a wheelchair, so it's not that crazy. 360 speed, which is incredibly fast. Does mean we can go with a thicker core, which will compromise a lot of speed, so it might just not be worth it. 348. Although we do get a speed increase. So I'm curious with this. Let's see. How fast do we actually move when moving? Because the wheelchair does increase the speed based on what it shows. Which at that rate, I wish it would just show the speed. But that's alright. So we're actually up to 364, which is what we were at before we even switched the core. My god, this thing might be a demon. It's fast at backing away, luring people in. Which we can just pelt them with these while we wait for them to close in. Or we can move towards them at never-ending speeds, indeed. Oh my god. Yeah, if played well, this will be very devastating for rushdowns. Kites will be a little hard, especially vert kites, because wheelchairs don't do well in the sky. What's our assault boost looking like? 450. 457. That's not too shabby. And 20B has decent capacity too, so yeah, this might even be better on wheelchair. Maybe if I do a video on this, I'll play 2 matches, bipedal 2 matches, wheelchair, and see how I like both. Could be nice. So with that, I'll just go ahead and I guess I'll put it down here. My personal arsenal. Alright, so let's give the Requiem colors to our current upgraded. We spent a lot of time on this one, my god. But it's worth it. It's a pretty good build, so gotta give it a to-do. Complex one. Yeah, pretty complex. Boom. Now, we move on. Indeed. Grabbed a quick screenshot to show Thrive. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let me know what he tells ya. Let me know if he's like, what is this shit? What is this monstrosity? Look at how they massacred my boy. Me cries in PC. Good God. The big issue I have with wheelchair is that the charged shot VPR will hit the ground without jumping. I see. I feel like most enemies, though, that will approach you will probably be a little more airborne, so that may or may not be a full issue. But if it is, again, just jump up real quick, I suppose. But yeah, playing more vertical with the bipedal may be better. Again, I'll probably do PvP matches of using both, and then see what I thinks. See what I thinks. All right, now we have this lad, which is looking interesting. Can these arms even handle the full recoil firing these bolts? I don't think so with the fire rate of the Curtis. And recoil does matter, especially on a ranged build like this. Although having a dagger on a ranged build isn't too huge, but as long as you time your stagger as you close in. Also a Huxley. Also, this has a Talbot. Okay, so it's not like super close range, but the from what I remember, I haven't used Huxley in a while. It's it dips off. Yeah, ricochet at 180, 170. Okay, so ricochet around 180. Yeah, yikes. It's a little rough. That's a little rough, but not too crazy. Alright, so recoil. Pew pew pew. Yeah, it ramps up pretty well. Recover's not too bad, but yeah, fire doesn't match up all too well. So, how do we go about this? Well, it's a Talbot. It's a mixture of close and medium. We could just slap a Harris on, or not a Harris, an Essugion on this and rock a Harris Essugion, which I've seen as a combo of late. I've seen it a couple times before, but it's been brought up a lot in the Turner Essugion video or Turner Ludlow video as another combo that should be looked at. So I don't doubt its possibilities. Will do. Hell yeah, dude. Me whenever Green puts my build onto a wheelchair. Oh yes. What platform we on? We are on the Xbox. We are Xbox laddies. But you can still submit your build no matter what platform you're on via just a screenshot posted in the Discord server or a list of the build's assembly. How do you do a proper dual Moonlight build? I did a Moonlight build with my Moon Knight build not too long ago. Reverse joint double Moonlight, but there's a lot of ways you can do it. The best way may be a type of 20B Basho hybrid, because then you're getting huge damage, but you don't have to go that way either. But better to play closer ranges, as landing long range Moonlights is kind of rough. So anything close range, rocking the double Moonlight on Basho arms. You can either go really down the middle and get a good energy spec gen, similar to the VE20C. Where are you? Down here. This has good capacity, good energy farm spec. In fact, I think second best in the game. So that's nice. And then you could rock it like that. But due to having both Moonlights, you may have to run something like Coral, which I think is what opted me to go reverse joint, so that I could have the Coral reverse joint combo. Plus, kicking into Moonlight's pretty nice. You know who Blade Master was, man. I see. The different titles be Rick and Ratton, indubitably. Alright, so, Harris Estrogen. I haven't played around with this too much myself. Even with these arms, the recoil isn't egregious if you kind of split it up a little bit. Fire both at the same time, it's rough. So we'll have to optimize a wee bit around this, methinks. Right, and a dagger. We don't have assault though. Although we are a more kitey lad, so I suppose that's fine. Let's see. Alright, we want to go more medium range. Let's get a better missile launcher for this. And the Essugion is effective at outside 130 up to 190 meters. So we could go Duo 03, keep the dagger for the sake of it being the punish, and that's fine enough. Arms, let's see how tool arms handle this. A little bit better. Not good enough when a full spray. And being patient may end in death. Higher recoil, but only by 1 point. Obviously, Mind Elf arms would probably be able to handle it, just for the sake of seeing. Let's check. Yeah, just about. Alright, okay, I'll call. That's a decent benchmark for it. That's lower recoil than anything else we tested. So if 310 or 111 doesn't do it, how low can we go? C3 might be not too shabby. Not quite enough. Hmm. 'Cause Made this count like 12 years ago and never changed it. I see, I see. I've had this name since 2018. Gotcha, gotcha. Posted 2 builds on your recent community post. Gotcha, gotcha. Sounds like a plan. Alrighty. So how far do we want to go with these arms? High recoil, 128. Alright, this is manageable. The bloom goes up, but it's not too crazy. See with max fire. Even with max fire, it's not too shabby. Alright, Melander arms, it shall be. And they have decent melee spec for my understanding, right? Yeah, especially with every arm getting a buff in melee. It's just at the, it's actually over the 100 threshold of default. Very nice. Alright, now for the rest of the frame. We need a little more stability. Might go with the 20D or my Alpha. This isn't too shabby. Alba's fine. SPD's fine. Talbot. I could go Walt. I often go in between the Walt and the Talbot a lot. But given we have a little more range potential, I guess we'll go Walt. And our energy can definitely afford it. Kushi or the 20C? If we rock the 20C, can we change the core to Melander? Or C3 even? We can, and we're still above 7. Oh wow, 1700 stability, 10,000 AP, and we're still above 370 quick boost because of our booster. Which means if we do change it to a Lula, we're overburdened, unfortunately. Okay. Min-maxing the weight a little bit. Locks out Akushi, but that's fine. PA. Yeah, not too shabby. This will do well, methinks. Schmink, mink, mink. Could go with Assault, but it's a little too more of a kiting, slower burn build than being super aggressive and Assault boost the dagger, methinks. But you totally could. That'd give you even more deadly combination. But PA on this being a little more kite-ish, I think is a little more safe. But, you know, to each their own. Well, not dual rifle. Well, this build is trying to have a mixture of the Harris and another weapon for more close range, faster impact buildup. Hence why it had a Talbot FCS for medium and close, and had the Curtis instead of another Harris. So although you could go double Harris, at that rate you might as well ditch the melee punish and go more missiles, because then you can go full kite mode, as double Harris isn't the best for close range impact buildup. There are just way better options. So if we're looking for a build that has both mixture of long and short range, then these two weapons paired together make for a fine deal. And in fact, I've seen lighter configurations of this rocking an earshot as a punish, and it's not so bad. But if we're going to go melee, I think this configuration's pretty solid, if you ask me. Not too shabby. Yeah, I've been off Armored Core PvP, playing rifles and stuff like that more than usual, so I feel like I'm rustier at PvP than I want to be, so I'll probably be back on my rank climb. I feel like I have the fuel for it, the desire to go to S rank or something like that, which usually happens, and then I play it for a while, up to like A.5, and then the rank resets, and I'm like, well, goddamn. Alright. So we'll see how far I get before I lose interest or the rank just resets. But I would like to just play until S, which I might make a video just composing of like a powerhouse playlist going through the ranks with my most strongest ACs. I think that'd be kind of fun. Well, my biggest motivations for not going crazy in ranked is because A, it takes forever to get matches, and B, the higher I go, the less matches I tend to get, which makes it really hard to record for videos. But it is what it is. Lamb's arm having high melee spec than Alba arms is a travesty I will not stand for. I suppose that is true. Just reinforces that Lamb was supposed to go aggro, not kite. I suppose. So I posted my Moonlight build to work on, and it's in the workshop. Nice. My build needs rework. Forum, I gotcha. I just had inspiration. Oh, I'm making a build. Very nice. No, did you hear the earshot and go, ooh, light bulb? Yeah, the climb to S is brutal. Been through it enough. I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I also got some comments recently on the my like top 5 tips videos, or video on the tips. About people having like some really rough experiences climbing through ranked and feeling like the skill gap is too high, and that's really rough to see slash hear. Because in my opinion, after playing this game for so long, and you can take it with a grain of salt, given I've never hit S rank just by playing this long. But the reason I've never hit S rank, and you can again say it's copium, is because I just lose interest because of fighting the same people over and over, not because the game is hard. And honestly, the rank system encourages you to just keep grinding it. Anyone can get to any rank they want. You just have to keep grinding it, and as long as you're using a decent build within the meta, or even just a decent build up to just underneath meta, even if you don't want to go full meta, you will win as long as you're winning at least 70% or 60% of your matches, you will inevitably get to the rank you want, as there's no real downside. You lose a lot less points than you gain, so the only time you're ever at risk of losing rank and ranked becoming a real like skill check is at your promotion phases, really. Because if you're in promotion phases and you keep matching as the same 2 or so people that are really good or have counter builds to what you're using and you're not switching off, then that's when you're gonna have a real skill type of check problem. But for the most part, it's just build check and grinding to get to the rank you want, which I think is good for the sake of anyone can get good at this game, but it's not a too inspiring for like full competitive nature, at least in my book. Like when I'm playing in a tournament and you only have 1 life or 2 depending on the elimination, that's when things get really crazy and your build craft needs to be on point, which I do kind of like a lot. But it is what it is. So if I were designing the rank system, I'd probably have it be like you play 10 or so matches, and then at the end it ranks you based on how you performed in those matches, or you lose as much as you gain whenever you play. So it's not just oh, I lost some, but when I win I'm going to gain a lot. So I'd have to lose like 3 games in a row to lose 1 winning's worth of points. At least that's what I think so far. But we'll see if my opinion changes once I climb up to S. Although, given I've climbed up to A like 3 times, I don't think much will change. But we'll see. I'm down to be... my eyes to be opened. But alright, enough yapping. To the build. So a Zim and an flamethrower and a Songbird. Oh boy. I feel like I've upgraded this build before, maybe. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. This is why I'm constant with C rank, though. Even I struggle to find games. Yeah, no. The queue times are really rough. It'd be kind of nice if you could turn off, like, rank prioritize matchmaking, because eventually in the matchmaking process, if it takes too long, it will just put you against anyone who's also queuing, whether they're in D rank or S. So I wish you could just tweak that timer of your own to be like, if I don't get a match within 30 seconds, queue me with anyone. I'm not trying to sit here for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes at a time. That'd be kind of nice. Or just add a casual mode where ranked is a complete non-factor in the random matchmake. The custom lobby format is pretty outdated. Last season was the only season I didn't hit S. That's what's up, that's what's up. Fortunately, queues is still pretty good on PC. I would imagine. They have y'all have the biggest player pool. I would hope things are still pretty chilling over there, but from what I've heard, PSN and Xbox are a little on the slower side. Although I imagine Xbox is far slower, given we have the smallest little player base. Alright. So, a Zim flamethrower. I feel like I've tweaked this before, or something akin to it. We could do with the double flamethrower combo and go down that route, similar to the Dragonborn build. Because a Zim is just... the recoil is going to be ramped up by the flamethrower, where the Zim really won't be doing a lot. So that's kind of rough. We could slap on a... translate the Songbird to a bazooka, the Majestic, of a similar effects in damage and fire rate, but we actually have proxy det, which is nice. Switch this missile launcher for a javelin, have nice synergy with our flamethrower, and then I guess just double up on flames, because the impact buildup we're going to get from this weapon won't be an incredible amount. And having 2 flamethrowers will allow us to chain them together for infinite flame. So that's nice. If you're unaware, if you fire out the entirety of one flamethrower until it overheats, and then follow up with the second and don't shoot both at the same time, then you can just go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. In fact, sometimes even overlap. You'll have 2 firing at the same time, and you won't screw up the combo. So that's always nice. That allows you just to assault boost at someone while cooking them constantly. Green, I posted 2 builds in Discord. Oh, nice, nice, nice. We'll build them up after we upgrade this way. The trick is to stop the flamethrower since the projectile belongs the Zim then. I see. I see what you're saying, but is it better than double flamethrower? I don't know, man. The constant flames with the javelin. Oh, it's really nice. I'm not sure I'd recommend it over combining it with another kinetic weapon, really, because you're not really getting any recoil. And if you have to stop firing it to get your accuracy back, even for a little bit, it's just, I don't know if it's worth it in a real combat scenario. Alright, with this current config, technically, yeah, we can't go back to arms because it'd be overburdened. I see. Can we go, like, ephemera arms? So those would be overburdened, too. And they wouldn't, actually. Don't lose a lot of speed, either. We didn't really have a lot to begin with, so to speak, necessarily, either. So I guess we'll go a little durable while trying to keep a good assault boost. Better assault boost, better quick boost. Actually, now we're at 310, which is the bare minimum, which you can surprisingly get a lot out of. Waltz, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure flamethrowers have similar tracking to, like, therapists / like, grenade cannons and stuff like that, where the tracking doesn't really matter if you're FCS. So that won't really matter. But I guess we have a bazooka, so having some nice tracking with the Majestic off rip would be pretty nice. Then you might get some initial stagger. Continue with the flames into your Ricky Rat. Yeah, just keep her going, keep her going. By the time it overheats, change it together. Now you can just hold down both activations, both triggers. And by the time this wears out, the other one's up. Overlap for a little bit. Overheat. Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. This will overheat, and then this one will start up. There's your infinite flames. Infinite flames. Alright, so yeah, we're moving at a decent speed. Assault boost, 470. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that means against kites, not only are we moving fast enough to close the distance, but if we're just getting pelted, I guess a really good kite player, we can ditch our weapons and go upwards almost to 500, or about 500 probably. Just below 595. That's pretty good. This behemoth, well, sort of behemoth, inching on heavyweight, medium weight, just barreling towards you at almost 500 quick boost or assault boost, just pelting you with flames is pretty good. Pretty good. It's not bad. Double flamethrowers kind of go burr. Alright. So with that, core. 310, better stability and AP, loss in energy defenses, but our arms kind of take care of that. Ephemera have really nice energy defense arm, or defense, energy defense stats. That's what I mean. What else we got? Speed loss isn't insane, but it's not preferable, so. But the defenses are great. Nah, I want more speed. I crave it. I needs it. I'm feeling speedy today. VP20C, huh? I'd like a little more capacity. It's probably why we're so light still. Yeah, we need more capacity. Alright, now we're significantly slower, but our durability is nice. It only gives us one more speed. Not enough. If I combine going with 40D, boom, 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 is that enough? Nah, not really. Close in it. Maybe Melander. 320. Okay. Overburdened. Overburdened, huh? Is that the case? Okay. Not like 320 for the sake of 1700 stability. Back to the 310. 10,000 AP still. This ain't too shabby. So now we're a little faster. So a little faster, 10k AP, 1100 stability, 1100 defenses. Yeah, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Fortunately, it's too late for you to upgrade. See, have a good one. Go to bed. Have a good one, brother. Have a good one. Have a good one. If you post it in the workshop, I'll be sure to still upgrade it here on stream and then post a screenshot reply to it. So it's all good, brother. It's all good. Alright, Flamethrower Man upgraded. Next up, we got an interesting double Huxley build. We got a couple of these, or two of these builds, I think. Two double Huxleys, one cosplay from our Ricky Rat Man. And then we have this one. Pretty neato, pretty neato. Alright, so most of the cases I ever see double Huxley and as a melee weapon, it's pretty simple as to what I'm gonna do, and that is to put the melee on the back, which will just upgrade the slicer to, because there's no real synergy with the slicer's slow melee time with what we're going to be pairing, so might as well just go with the butt anyway. Huxley's fine. Obviously, if we're going to go with an MG, we might as well just go with double Estrogen, as that is the more optimal choice. Not the only choice, but definitely more optimal for as light as we want to play, for sure. 40D, hopefully we can go Melander, and even Melander legs, still staying within 360 or so speed. Lula, Acellus. We can go Sandtide technically, but we'll go Hokushu for the sake of speed. And there he is. 1100, 1800, 360, 380 quick boost. Very nice. Even faster assault boost, no doubt. Probably inching to 600. Hell yeah. A little bit of a quick upgrade there. Definitely faster than the last. Alright, now for this build, we just have a requirement to keep the turrets, so this might be a quick upgrade as well. Doing our best to make the turrets not so shabby. You can add my builds to the list. No disrespect, but you nearly forgot last time. Yeah, I get you, brother. I get you. Yeah, we'll add them right now, in fact. Giving you caught us right before we started to upgrade that build, so here we go. Nice city posted it in the latest post. Let's check. Let's see if you're correct. Indeed you are. Boom and boom. Alright, let's see here. Head 40S. 40S. Orbiter core. Lamb arms. Lamborghini. Alba legs. Oh no, we're going to weapons. Double Assault Jean. Look at the little hands on these elbow or lamb arms. Tiny little 3 fingies. 3 fingies is all you need. Going full Ninja Turtle. Right shoulder duo of 3 and plasma missile. Duo of 3. Party probably died by now, yep. Duo of 3 plasma missiles. Well, which is 7:03? Yep, 7:03 p.m. Gills, Talbot. VP20C. PA. That is build number 1. Constructed. I've used the original frame parts on an EC before. Alright, nice. Very epic sauce indeed. Next up, next up. We'll start with the head again. No, which head? Rathu head. You mean Wrecker head? Oh, Walter head. I see, I see. The Walter. The Hal. There we go. Hal arms. Hal arms for my arm legs. Very good, very good. Schmink. What else we got? Double chin. Alright, double MGs. Very nice. There's a light man. And double shower. My god. The recoil. The damage. The impact. Lula. Ocelis. Ocelis. Maintain. And assault armor. Very aggressive light man. Very fast dude. With the speed of 369. Nice. Very epic sauce. We just posted a build that can be saved for next stream. You have a fair amount of builds to do as of now. Maybe. Basically just gunning down the other player with as much stagger and pressure as possible. I get you. Alright, we will construct, or we'll upgrade the rest, indeed. This one will probably be pretty quick. Let's see it. So, gotta keep the turrets, so just act like they don't exist, or rather, well, it won't, act like there's no other thing to use but the turret, so. Let's see here. If I'm gonna use the turrets, and we have a Wooger, I'm honestly just gonna double up on Woogers, because we need a stun. Would I really change out the VP44D head? Maybe. If we get a stagger with the double Wooger into the turrets, that could work. That would not be bad. Because they'll always be out. Cool thing about the turrets, although their projectile speed and damage isn't incredibly great, you can't just infinitely pop them out over and over and over and just have them there constantly. You do have to keep popping them out, and they don't pop out as fast as you can click, but the fact that they're always there is pretty damn nice. I was going to first use the turrets on my Starman build, so if we're going to go double Wooger, we could also slap on Lamb Legs and just move at the opponent, slap them up. Quick mute reflex you got there. Maybe. It's a loud household. Sometimes I gotta mute up for things. Indeed. Nice lamb. We'll go lamb to Woogers. That would not be too shabby. See how light and fast we can get with this type of configuration, methinks. Flugel. Don't need Flugel, really, at all. In fact, for this... would be nice. Oh, dang it. Max range FCS with the Woogers. Kind of crazy. I guess we might as well go Celis. I mean, there's not much of a long range with the Woogers. 20C, I guess it's fine for the damage. Although currently we overweight with it if we were to roll a coral. I don't really need the damage though. The damage is not really where most of the power is going to come from. Let's give this nice speed up charge time though. Which ain't too shabby. Still overburdened with the current configuration. We get nice stability, but we don't get great AP. Okay, so I think we'll stick with Melander core. Maybe change out the arms to something a little more non-weight dependent. Could even go Basho. Although the trackings get a little rough. Speed does go up a lot though, but we don't really need insane speed with these arms, so maybe Melander C3. Tools not too bad, it keeps it just at 10k. How to maximize without losing much. If we go with 40 core into Alba, or Ephemera, 9,900, which is not too shabby. Herm. Okay. So it's actually heavier. And more E and costly. Of course, Santa would be heavier too. We really do want to go max capacity because it gives us max quick boost in hover and more time in hover, which is always nice. Maybe we're going close range anyway with those L-cells, so yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Lula, probably couldn't go coral. Actually, we could go coral, although is it worth it? Not really. Plus with the Wooger, if we're getting close, like we hit him with the Wooger and then dodge him with the Wooger, we might overshoot with the coral, so actually kind of good on that. Generator max capacity while being light enough. Ocellus, all the good stuff. And yeah, we'll lock it in. We will lock her in. Boom. Next up, which I believe I've also upgraded this one before, but it was reposted, so I guess we'll take another look if I haven't already, which might be a quick upgrade because I feel like I have. I don't know if I have, but there's a lot of double Zims I've upgraded. Either way, some not glaring issues, but things to upgrade indeed. So explosive thrower as the punish / stagger buildup, huh? Okay. I don't mind this too much. It's not too huge though, but honestly, here, we'll optimize around this. This isn't too bad. If you want to go full close range, just pure stagger, build them up, kicking them, all that good stuff, we can build around that for sure. Metal of the box head. There's a thicker core for now. Could even go with Mind Alpha legs, although let's get a little more speed up in here. Go with a Lula, Ocellus, Coral, Pulse. Maybe something like this, which is not too shabby. 1800 stability isn't huge, but it is what it is. Good mixture, good speeds, good quick boost speeds, good assault. Just added a rule to those bills added. Dear God! Dear God! Yes, rule restriction. Build cannot be modified. Dun dun dun. I will truly meet my match then. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Technically, you got even more durable, but for the sake of just constantly being there and being fast enough to be there and then close in while throwing on an explosive thrower, which stops us in place, I think this will be fine. I think it all balances out. now for the cosplays. Indeed. Now this could become a double estrogen build, which technically would be the optimal version, as ducats aren't that crazy. And if we're gonna go so light, not sure if we go so light it won't be that bad. But then again, we can't really sacrifice it for arms that have good recoil. And right now, to have max recoil for like double ducat, you need TQ arms at the lightest. You can technically use other arms, but you have to, scatter your fire quite a bit, and that's just not preferable. So, yeah, we could just go double estrogens, dagger light build, which I feel like we've done a lot before. So I guess we'll change it this time. We'll try to go ducats. Try to go double blicky. We'll put the dagger on the back, of course. This is assault, yeah? No, it doesn't have terminal armor. Well, we gotta go assault. Just for the sake of the Ricky Rat. Keep the Huxley and the rock double ducats. Alright, double ducats. Line Alpha arms. P44 head. Lender. Guess we'll see how everything else balances out. Might change his head. I was looking not too dissimilar from my original Punisher variant now that I'm like recognizing it, which is not exactly the full intention, but here we are. 20C is fine, although Kushi be a little bit better. Go Kushi then. Nice, good speed. You just walk down some people like this, honestly. Oh yeah, we'll rock this. This won't be too shabby. And I believe these arms are enough recoil. You might be able to just fire one completely fine. If not, you might just have to scatter your shots a little bit, kind of pick and choose. Which is fine if you have your Huxley up to constantly apply the pressure while you kind of pick and choose your bullets. So let's see, just one. It's completely fine. Recoil goes up a tiny bit, but instantly recovers. Firing two at the same time, though, is when, yeah, things get rough. But if we get close, we pelt, 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 pelt. We still hit him just by a little bit. It's pretty good. And whoop-ha! Requiem. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not shabby, not shabby. We'll call it a Requiem. We'll call it a Requiem. Going down the double estrogen route, which in theory will be better, but I mean, these aren't out necessarily. Just makes it a little harder to hit people at range, but we're fast enough to catch up. And fast enough to deal with the brawlers a little bit, methinks. A little white to break it up, make it look nice and schmappy. Schmappy. Alright, there we go. And the Requiem is done. Onwards to the next, which is now a laser orbits instead of kinetic. Alright, laser shotgun. Okay, we'll go double laser shotgun then and put the butt on the back. Which at this rate we could go very Starman and go Tetra as well. Because that wouldn't be too shabby. But then that would dictate the hammer, or yeah, the hammer would be the melee and all that stuff. It's not impossible to go laser shotguns on bipedal, but it's definitely not preferred. But then again, not. So we'll see what it's like on bipedal for the sake of diversity. Yes. Laser orbit though. I guess we're getting enough impact from these, so let's keep it. Keep it for the sake of the build. Alright, now for head. Either we go Viral, 44D again, or Mind Beta. So we'll see. Again, we're gonna want to go medium-ish range so we're close enough. Since these are shotguns, we don't need insane recoil control. Yo. Actually, we get a little more energy farm spec from using a gen like this, but not a lot, so it doesn't really matter that much. PA. And there he is. There's our boy. Pretty fast, pretty durable. I don't mind it at all. Goddamn. We're kind of going through these ones a little much quicker. I suppose I just have the vision for them. or their vision is so clear to be progressed, evolved, as they say. Next up, next up. Viento boy. Oh boy, the Vientos. Lord, may they rest in peace. For they once were really nutty, and now they are not. They're still decent, but they're just nothing compared to Ludlows and Estrogens. Other than their lower recoil / pretty fast projectile speed. They go out really quick. Yo, I didn't miss a heavyweight Silver Knight, did I? I don't think so. I don't think so. Which one was that? Was that the Gatling gun ducket? Or am I thinking about someone else? Or something else? Alright, so we'll rock double SU Jones on this one, as it's just a nice fitting translation more than the others, as the others had more, you know, room to grow. Well, with a scutter on the back is interesting. Not ducket. Bulwark, Gatling gun, and Quicklet. Oh, it's meant to be a Quicklet. I see. Not a ducket. I get you. I get you. Well, I'll definitely switch it up before we begin on that one. But no, we have not done that one yet. There's still time to rick all the rats. Alright, so instead of having another actual machine gun we need to constantly switch to, I'll actually just, like the others, keeping up with the orbit trend and put a Huxley on there. Totally can use the Ricky Rat bulk. We don't really need the melee damage out of like crazy, so we could just go Melander for the recoil control. If we want to go super light, we can stick with a frame similar to this. No point in concoct with only one melee. Or close range, would I need Walt? Go Kushi. Nice capacity. PA. Yeah, this ain't too shabby. It ain't too shabby at all. Very nice, very nice. No, not too shabby. Even could go Ephemera. Even faster, get some more AP. Not too shabby. How much speed would we have with like Melander? Not too bad. Yeah, we'll keep Alba just for the sake of speed, getting as nutty as it can with such weaponry and a bunk on our back. All right, all right. Boop. Schmink. Boom. And next up, another lightweight man. Another lightweight Ricky Rat, Rensetsu and Scudder. Has an interesting combination of weapons. One probably not chosen for the sake of like, it's a cool sleeper, strong sleeper combo, but for the sake of the roleplay, or the cosplay as being the Evo one. So let's see how they pair together right now. Rico is fine with these arms, so it's not too shabby. Alright, so for the sake of this, we could go Rensetsu Kite, I suppose. Rensetsu Kite wouldn't be too shabby. Switch out this in for a missile launcher. I haven't made a Rensetsu Kite in a while, though. Overburdened, really. Well, with the missile change, you might fix that. Boom, boom, boom. Go with a better head for such a thing. Better core. Better arms. Technically, you can even go Basho arms because of the recoil, but the fire inspect is awful, so I'm not too sure I'd fully recommend it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Guess you can keep the wall. Wall's fine. 20C. PA. Yo, you made a live stream. Yo, welcome to Humble Abode. Welcome to the Ricky Rat Dojo. Full of Ricky Rats and alike, indeed. How you doing? How you doing? Now, we're a little on the 380s. That's pretty damn fast. Yeah, if we want to go for a melee punish, I guess we could go Moonlight. We'll go Moonlight, and we'll get a little more durable. Just a tad bit, methinks. 370 exactly? Nice. Fucking nice. It's good, it's good. How's the melee spec on these arms, huh? Not too shabby, just at 100, so default. Nothing crazy, but a decent stagger punish. We're gonna go to melee at our range, boy. Alright, I take it. Definitely enough recoil. If Basher can handle it, these most definitely can. We'll having some decent firearm spec. Will not break in the bank. Very nice, very nice. One of the better light to durability arms, for sure. Definitely on the lighter side. Got a lot of Alba arm usage here. Oh, actually, let's switch this over so quickly. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Schmink. Suppose my game... Surprise, anyway, my game has not crashed after me going through the audio, the menu so quickly. And next up, Rensetsu Esujin combo. Another Rensetsu kite potentially, although it even has a PO5 with that Esujin is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. For the most part, with the PO5, you're going to be in range that's not so preferable for the Esujin, but it's not too shabby. Herm. Rensetsu, my beloved. Indubitably. We could go Harris Esujin. We do have a Pulse Blade as well, so yeah, we'll lean into that a little bit more, methinks. Knockrider, man, I really wish they didn't get it as much as they did, because it is so hard to justify now over something like the Alba. With the recent patch, the recent nerfs. It's kind of sad. Big sad memento. Alright, we'll go with a similar-ish frame that we had from the other one. If we're gonna go with Plasma, we go Vert. Although I'd probably go with like Duo 2 or 3 for this anyway, but for the sake of Plasma. For the sake of the Ricky Rat. So we go Modesty 3. We'll probably have to either go with heavier... If we go with Melender arms, although actually we'd probably mess with the inner parts a little bit before we tweak around with the legs a little too much. We'll go Waltz, because we have good medium mixture of close to medium. Kushi's fine for now. Might have to go 20C, which I think is where we kind of went with the last one as well, although this one didn't have vertical. So if we go with the Melander, how fast or slow do we get? 350. It's not too shabby. 375 boost speed as well. That's not that bad. That's enough to kind of back away a lot and outmatch a lot of builds coming at us. And then when they do close in, they get even more pelted with our stagger build up into a stagger punish. So, yeah, I'd take it. I would take it. And with the Kushi, we'll have all the energy in the world. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Not too shabby. Now we're on to the Bulwark Man. The Bulwark Dude Ski, if you will. It's so weird to, despite the nerf, I see way more knocked legs than I do Alba on PC. I see. I mean, the jump height and stuff like that is pretty damn nice. So if you play really long range evasive, I could see it working pretty well. If you're getting more close range though, I really don't recommend it. It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible to pull off, you know. But yeah, it's kind of rough. Longer ranges, I can see it working very well because you can rely on the boost distance from the ground to get you out of a lot of danger, as well as using the normal jump height to get just free dodges off of jumping. But it's only if you're really at longer ranges. Closer ranges, it's going to be rough. Sure, you're going to be able to dodge a lot, but If you're against a close range brawler dude ski rush down, you might just lose the battle of attrition. Even if you're out dodging everything they're doing for the most part, you're gonna run out of energy and get caught by something. And by the time you get caught by something, because of your squishy legs, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage. You know. Reminder on quick clip. True. Truth, brother. Truce. Alright, there we go. Bing chillin'. Alright, let's play around with a little bit. Let's see what the vision is. Let's see. So duo 3 until you close the distance. I get that. When you do get close, just full minigun. No accuracy, just duck it, or cooklet, the blicky. Keep her going. So, yeah. British no arm. Actually, there is no arm. Second, that can fully handle these recoil, or this recoil, which makes sense. If you could have an armed full accuracy minigun, that'd be kind of rough. Only 7 shots for the blicky. It's kind of rough. But yeah, obviously, if we're closer, missiles are going to do shite. But as long as we're close enough, the recoil won't matter that much. You can just full pelt, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright, so how can we optimize this further? Or optimize it, if not optimized, which it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. How's this assault boost actually? How's it going to do close to distance? 400 is not that bad. 430 on a big boy like this with what? 1900 stability, 12,000 AP? That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. If you were to ditch your melee punish... Actually, yeah, let's see. So 429. So basically 430. Ditch our back weapons. 450. That's a pretty nice jump. It's a little less than half, but that's not too shabby. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, that could shred in close range, no doubt. If it gets kicked a lot, that's going to be kind of rough. Biggest counter to this is just kick it when it gets close over and over while you like kick, zim, or kick, do whatever else you're doing, shoot, stuff like that. Because every time you kick it, it has to reassess and re-spin the Gatling, so it's going to be kind of rough. There you go. I know, but I need to get good with kicks somehow. I hear cat. Yeah, this cat's fighting in my background. They're a little loud. I know it. I gotta check on them, see what they're doing. Given that's the second time now. Alright, I've returned. Crisis averted. Indeed. Alright, back to build. Yeah, so the deck having more recoil doesn't really matter though, because recoil is out the window at this rate. If we're gonna pair it with a Gatling gun, which is it best to be paired with a Gatling gun? Or would it be better to just pair it with another Gatling gun at that rate? And at that rate, would it not be better to just split the Gatling gun into two, like, attaches? Because then you can go full assault boost at the enemy while pelting them down, which is not too shabby and gives you more range option for sure. So you get really fast stagger combining these, but no recoil, which means that range is going to be incredibly hard to get them done. And prepare these together. You pelt them at pretty much any range, but it's not as quick for sure. Still there though. Still not too shabby. What's available? That's a big thing, though, too, because I see anyone with a minigun, I think, all right, I'm going to go close. They're going to start firing away. I'm going to back up a little bit, go to the side. At a more medium, close range, you can just outpace Gatling bullets. Because their projectile speeds are just not very high for the sake of its recoil being nutty and its impact per shot being decent. So anytime you're against miniguns, go close to bait them into shooting, and then back away a little bit and go to the side and try to outpace the bullets. Obviously, if you're a very chunky lad, it's just not going to work. But as long as you're in the decent medium range of around 3, even 310 boost speed, you should be fine. Don't tell him my secret. Your secret. Your secret. How dare you? How dare you have secrets in here? This is a no secret zone, don't you hear? Interesting. Interesting Ricky Rat. Alright, let's see here. So heavyweight. Like Gatling gun. A Gatling gun, huh? A Ricky Rat gun, huh? So then using a minigun, how does one counter someone trying to counter you by that movement you described? Indeed. So if you're getting countered by that way, just don't shoot until you get closer, which does mean you're taking more hits on your way towards them. So it's kind of a, if you know type of thing. Most people, they just shoot the Gatling gun when they get close just for the sake of bullets flying. You'll be able to do that trick on, but people that know about that will just stop shooting just because you don't want to overheat. The idea is to outpace the bullets until they overheat, and then you close in while they're overheating, and then they're just screwed. But if you know that they're just outpacing your bullets, stop shooting. Stop shooting until you get closer, and then shoot some more once you're actually close. And they back away and get into your outpace range, stop, and all that good stuff. It really just works on people that don't know, and then it start to overheat, and then you move in. Really big thing with the Gatling gun is the uptime. It's just a big gun. Oh yeah, for sure. Aiden, you're fucked. Oh boy. Skedios. Yeah, Gatling guns ultimately just dangerous up close. If they're fast enough to just get up to you and just spray you down, then there's almost nothing you can do to beat it. But yeah, kicks and outpacing the bullets will be your biggest upside. Because they're heavy, which means the enemy's going to be pretty heavy, which means most of the time you're going to be able to outpace them. It's really hard to run double Gatling and be decently light. So yeah, what else can we match with a Gatling gun to get superior staggered buildup when we don't care about impact per shot? So I imagine he made this build before the patch with ducats and such. Because technically we just use ducat. And that wouldn't be too shabby. Even could use a Harris. I wonder how fast a Harris could combo into it. So let's say we get close. Aha, 140 meters, or 10 even. Pew, pew, pew. Not enough to really notice, honestly. Not faster than a Quicklett. In fact, doesn't even do as much impact. It does do more, technically. Not a cumulative impact, though, which makes sense. So how's this combo with ducat? How's that work? Oh god, you see that recoil? You see the bullet just flying around? That is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's way too much. It's way too much. How's it hold him in? Do we get as much spray? Oh, too much impact to really tell. Have him set down. Pew. There's quite a bit of impact. Is it faster though? Maybe not. Maybe not. Kinda. Divers always used Gat and Blicky. I see. The heavyweight version here was after the patch, though like Aiden said, Dive always use it. Gotcha. Sort of good. Everywhere else, coral missiles, they almost always never hit and seem completely useless. Then firing someone with them It's like sneaky ninja nuclear attacks. Oh, for sure, dude. They're something. Well, there's a style of missile launcher tech, in the sense that if you fire out the missiles while curving around your enemy, they'll hit them in the back to the side. Like if I go up and fire them and just move to the side, and the enemy now has to come towards me this way, but I fired the missiles over there, they're now going to hit them in the side or the back. Instead of me just like shooting while moving backwards or shooting while moving forward, all they need to do is just dodge to the side and they're completely fine. It's very true with the ACT missiles or the Coral. If you fire out while moving around them, it's going to hit them in the back or the side because they have to turn to look at you. You can also joust with it, in a sense. Pew. The Ricky Rat. Works very nice with the imperative and jousting, indeed. I personally use hold on this build. Oh, really? You do ya? Thrif's next video, I think I'm going to ask why he used the combo. I mean, it's pretty solid. It's just, it seems that it's just low enough recoil that, because while the Gatling gun is constantly building up the pressure, the Kukulet is pushing it further and further. Like, see how fast it is in what's it called? Comparison. So it's going up, going up, going up. A couple shots in, and it goes up even faster. It pretty much just speeds it up by chunks. So it's a fast pace going up naturally, then chunk, 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 and it's up. And as you see, the bullets don't just spray away. Kind of just goes into it. You don't see many bullets just flying away. Which we go duck it, you'll see bullets just flying left and right. It's also a slower fire rate to the degree that it doesn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, too many bullets just go away. Now we could go more recoil heavy arms. In fact, how are these in comparison to Mind Alpha? Wow, actually not using Mind Alpha is kind of crazy with a build like this. If we do use Mind Alpha, does that mean we get more? Also, what's the fire rate discrepancy between the Ducket and the Blicky? Rapid fire 1.7, 2.5. That's pretty significant. Although if we're doing a lot more recoil or impact, it's way better. Ooh, yeah, it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby that there. Not bad, not bad. Now, does he often fire both at the same time? Because in theory, we could lead with the Ducket, right? No recoil droppage, fire all these as much as we want, and then cover the reload, Gatling gun. That would probably stagger, of course, and then back into the Duckets. At the same time, you might as well rock double Ducket at that rate, so not really that huge. Oh my god. Pew pew pew. But your sword, I'll use the sword for sure. You talking about the damage drop off from the sword, the arms? I mean, it's not that crazy. What's the melee punish damage differ between the Mind Alpha damage on the other arms? It's not. That's the thing. It is a drop for sure. These are like less than 100, right? 88. That's not crazy for sure. In fact, let's see these straight up damage. Thing is, though, you have to take into consideration when going arms that have like high melee spec and yada yada. It really only matters if you're using melee outside of stagger a lot, or your other weapons have low damage but high impact. Basically, if your weapons that we use to get to stagger do enough damage, by the time you stagger and go for your melee punish, even if your arms have low melee spec, now speaking from experience using these arms with quite a few melee builds for the sake of high recoil control and defenses, it will still take the same amount of staggers to kill him, type deal. Because you did so much damage to get to the stagger that by the time you melee punish, it only takes like 1 or 2 anyway. So, you know. But let's check just for science. Based on the charge attack, was it 1500? Let me get a better look. Yeah, 1500. If we go, say, back to these arms. Probably 20. That 1900 only. Not a huge increase from outside of stagger. And of course, we need to take this and kind of double it for outside. Yeah, only 1900, so only a couple hundred different damage right there. Which that's just for outside of stagger as well. Stagger, we're still getting over, yeah, was it 2,800 per hit? Still pretty damn good. That's still enough to kill within 1 or 2 staggers anyway. With this, these weapon lineups anyway. Let's see. Boom, stagger. Almost no HP. We're not even doing that much crazy damage before the impact as well, or for the stagger as well. So yeah, 2 staggers and they'll be dead. Which is most fights anyway, especially with expansions. Although with expansions usually it's like 3 because there was a get out of jail free card for sure. Yeah, by the time they even get to the next stagger, they're dead. So that's pretty good. That's just pretty good. Could use a harder hitting melee too to make it up. True. Not true, or not wrong. Plus, if we're not getting much usage out of its normal, out of stagger melee attack, I could also do it. So we could go hammer, which would definitely go in the more tanky aesthetic for sure. Could use slicer as well. That goes crazy. Yeah, how much damage do we get off of this? Let's see. With this current configuration. Mink, 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 mink. Mink, mink, mink. Already more damage. Still end result though. It's pretty much the same. We'll be dead by the next stagger. Or about. Technically not even though. How much damage do we get off something? We can't go too much to like something like a bunk or a lance, because we need a little more quick boost speed for that. But we do have boosters for it right now, but that might change. How much do we get off the hammer? And I wonder if you were to lead with the hammer, which would be not so preferable actually. Stagger, hammer. Looks about the same. That's technically even with a hammer to lead with the damage as well. It doesn't seem like we get too much of a difference in the melee punish damage. Like crazy. Can even go with the coral oscillator. Let's reset him. Schmink. Yeah, 3k. So, not probably that crazy. Might be better just going with the pulse blade. The double slash. Yeah, if we mix it with a kick, then it's about as much damage as we would get with the double swing of the pulse blade. So yeah, pulse blade might just be the play. Might make a 3 stagger into a 2 stagger. For what? Slicer would change the heavy matchup. To be fair. Mink, mink. Yeah, around about a quarter of HP left, and if we use the slicer, I think it's about the same. I don't mean to use that, but schmink, mink, 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 mink. There we go. Already probably died. No, I didn't actually. That's good. We'll reset. Okay, goes. Schmink. Schmink, mink, 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 mink. Mink, 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 mink. Quarter HP left again. We lead to a kick. He's nearly dead though. So that's not too bad. What if we do a kick after the pulse blade though? Don't think we really did that though. Schmink, mink, 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 mink. Shbonk, bonk, bonk. About the same. So yeah, you can use either or. It really won't matter. Again, they'll die by the next stagger, so. Oh yeah. So there is that. Now, is it really better to go with a Gatling mixed in? You get less range potential, because again, the recoil just, no arms can handle it. We even go with max recoil arms. Wrecker. Which have even worse firearm spec, or melee. And then schmink. Yeah, still can't handle it. So is it much better? Is it better? For the sake of just getting close and spraying him down, mixing with another weapon to go in quicker, not too shabby. Schwunk. Bink, bink, bink. Shunk. It's not too bad. Technically, you go Gatling with an explosive thrower, and that would be kind of nuts. Let's look at that. I mean, it's not incredibly practical, because we're already super slow, so if we need to get close and then stop. But then again, if it staggers them, that wouldn't be too shabby. So if we get close, we just light him up, light him up, light him up. So you still have to land like 2 to get the stagger though, so it's not really worth it. It would take a while of just pure minigun into the stagger for it to really be worth it. So we'll go ahead and stick with another actual kinetic weapon. Which could be a Holderman, especially now with these arms actually. Let's see how those look. Do one PvP match. The odds of me getting a match at this hour are very unlikely. Also, I don't have a headset for audio, which isn't the biggest reason for not PvPing. I can probably PvP fine without audio, but not preferable. But then again, I'll probably not find a match. And I think we have more builds to get through. So maybe. Depends on how fast we get through the others, maybe. So how is this looking? This isn't too bad. It's not as fast as a ducat, though. What if we use an estrogen? Good old reliable. It's about the same speed as a ducat, maybe a little slower, though. Gets more damage off, though, by the time... No, well, it didn't. I think I just chained that to the other. Just didn't notice. Mink, mink, mink. A little bit of damage, a little bit more damage. Herm. I like the holdy for the expansion. Oh yeah, true. That's true. But is it worth it though? Because all you're really getting is a stagger. Expand, and that's only if it even lines up with the reload pattern. If you're just spraying, and then you're expanding for almost pretty much nothing though. So say on stagger, extend, melee, and boom. Won't really do that much. I use a lot more kicks overall. I get you. Yeah, I suppose for a build like this, I just really wouldn't use the Gatling, but for the sake of this build being a Gatling mixed with something combo, I guess I'll just use a ducat in these arms, because then we're just getting more bang for our buck. It takes the idea of having the constant stagger going up, while having another gun to constantly give chunks out, and it just strengthens that. While getting rid of, they're switching out the arms for lighter to more durable, which allow us to actually use the ducat. Now for missile launcher, I'm going to switch this to the 10 cell, or the 4 cell. Should be 10 or 4? I guess we'll go 4 cell for more uptime. Even it's our only like actual range option as well, so there is that. For core, I'm gonna lighten up a little bit so we have more chance to actually reach the opponent. Could go mind alpha. We're getting closer to 310, which is about as light as I ever really want to go anyway. Lula for better assault boost / quick boost at close range. Although honestly the whole build is just get close and spray him down, so I'm going Burzel. Fuck it, we're going balls deep, brother. Balls to the walls. Also, like, I guess we're just max close range anyway, so full it. Then coral for max capacity. PA. Switch the head. You even could keep the head and go full mind alpha. Kind of looks cool. More optimal head probably be just the 44D though. Yeah, more stability to AP. Don't lose any real speed anyway. Man, we get a almost 500 assault boost. That would definitely help you get a lot closer. And whoop-ha! Pew, pew, pew. Schmink, schmink. Better assault boost as well with the Burzel. They guarantee the kick. And they're dead by the next stagger anyway, so yeah, our lack of melee damage really doesn't make a difference here. Not bad. So that's a 6 cell. It is a 6 cell. This is true. Did I call it something else? It is a 6 cell. Kicks are amazing. They're pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You said 4 cell? Maybe I meant 4 cell in my heart. Maybe I want the 6 cell to be a 4 cell, but it's not. Maybe the game is wrong, not me. You know what I'm saying? Alright. There he is. If I had to go Gatling, mixed with this type of thing, this is what I go with. This one's a lot chunkier. This one's a lot faster. This one will catch more gates. More gates. Indeed. Right, next up, we got the lightweight machine gun man. Light machine gun man. I'm pretty sure the recoil is absolutely murdered by the Xiaoweis. Is it just me or reverse joint kicks super hard to land versus bipedal? Reverse joint kicks have a lot more range. They also have a little more wind up because they have to go up and then forward. So they take a little more time to initiate, but they have far more range, making them very, very devastating. And if the connection between you and your enemy is not very good, the reverse joint kicks are absolute menace, just absolutely kicking nothing and hitting you. So that's their upside. But bipedal do come out quicker, and they have more, like a wider hitbox. So because they come up from the side, you know, so they have more swing, such they come up quicker. But reverse joint have far more range. And then Tetra are just the mixture of that. And tanks are kind of similar to that, although of course way more forward momentum. In fairness, bipedal are smaller. Throw their entire, or either than you think. Oh yeah. Throw them either than you think. Arigacha. Thought the reverse joints had more range with wider than bipedal. I don't know if wider, but more wind up for sure. And they have longer range for sure, but I think bipedal have more of a swing, so they have more wide range. We think, you know what I'm saying? So technically you can kick the side of ACs more and hit them with bipedal than if you were to use reverse joint. But that could just be going off of, I'm not going off of any type of like stats. I'm going off of just experience, gameplay, so I could be totally wrong. They could all be exactly the same, and I'm just wrong, but I'm pretty sure my assessment is at least near correct. So let's see what the recoil is. Pretty sure wrapped up. Oh, it's actually not. It's actually just enough. Which, by the way, Xiaowei do, we have Mind Alpha, don't we? Yeah, we do. Mind Alpha, or not Mind Alpha, Xiaowei, unlike the Huxleys, do ramp up your actual recoil, as we see with Fire both. Schmink. But Huxleys do not. Which is why I'm going to switch these out for Huxleys. Huxleys are just the better Xiaoweis. Yes, you can't just turn them off and on at will, but the fact that your recoil won't just be ramped up constantly is a big dub, methinks. Go on Ephemeral Arms for a little lighter. We don't need that crazy recoil control. Go with a thicker core, thicker legs. Keep the booster. We can stick with Abbott. There's just not really much of a point going with Abbott, but yeah, not really. Might as well just be a close-range menace. Actually, given the estrogens and the Huxleys also have some decent range, what should go? Talbot? Yeah, go Talbot. 20C. We could go Kushi. 369. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, if we go 20C, we'll probably go with lighter core at 370. Yes, sir. And then we'll even get a little more stability for AP, although actually we might keep Viral for the AP going at 10k. No, we still get 10k, 1770. And there we go. Ricky Rat looking good. Got that good impact going. Keep people in constant stagger. Punish them with even more bullets. It's not bad. Who needs a stagger punish when they just never leave stagger? Everything you shoot, every bullet is the punish. I love the Huxleys, man. Double Huxleys is really fun. I rarely play with it nowadays, but it is very fun. The pure impact build-up is insanity. Oh, we love it. Oh, it's good. It is good. Who doesn't love little drones to help you out? It's good time. My bullet time. The Ricky Rat time. But less bullet time. Nah, man. Still similar bullet time. Aiden pinged you in Discord? Oh, did he? Oh, did he? Did he do it? Yes, he did. And Requiem. Alright, so let's see what the ping is, shall we? What might the ping be, brother? Let's see here. Wait, where did Aiden ping me? Let's see. Silly build. We got a bill over here from Volk. Where have I been pinged? About to do some matches, but if you don't mind posting pictures of the upgrades to the builds, I would appreciate it. Oh, for sure. I will get those done tonight if I don't forget, which I hopefully won't. Let's see here, though. Where did you ping me? I see no ping. Nah. I guess I'll go to it later. But yes. Alright, next up, we have a wheelchair. A very explosive wheelchair. A chatty man, if you will. Alright, let's see what we got here. So Zwan explosive thrower. Know what I'll do? We'll implement the combo that I featured in the combos video. We'll go Zwanji and a Majestic. Effectively having the same fire rate, but more damage. Morley, really. We'll switch out the Morley for the explosive thrower, and we'll switch this out for a Tencel, I guess? Yeah, might as well, because we have enough uptime with all of these. We don't really need this to be super crazy. Go with Verlhead, go with 40's Core, go with Ephemera Arms, keep the legs, go with Walt FCS so we get some nice bazooka snipes, and then 20 Sieges for speed, I guess, because we don't need crazy capacity. Pulse Armor, and then that's pretty good. Quite durable on AP, decent on stability, and quite devastating to approach. Shibuya, Ricky Ray. Boom, boom, all the booms. It seems that swapping the Majestic to the back actually slows down the reload just a little bit. Not enough where it's crazy, especially if you keep alternating between all three, but just a little bit, So if we lead with it though, it should be kind of fine. Pew, yeah, that's chilling. Yeah, alright, there he is. How fast are we actually moving? 340, it's not too bad. That's not too shabby. Technically, we could have gotten like 3 missiles and 1 Majestic, and that would have been also pretty good. Close to more of a meta wheelchair, but we ain't going pure meta, just optimizing the idea. Boom. Wheelchair. Next up. Got a Ricky Rat. A double SG build, I see. With no melee punish, just missiles, huh? I see, said the blind man. Okay. At that rate, we'll go keep the Duo 3 for our more medium range shenanigans. We'll switch to the 6 cell. Yeah, it's fine. 6 cell, 40D, Melander, Ephemera Arms, because we don't need melee. Melander legs, kills, oh god. Lula. Talbot's fine. 20C? Could go Akushi. Yeah, just go with barely Akushi, and then there it is. Missiles keep the same synergy of having some medium range to long range, or medium range to close range, and these are decent at mediumish ranges. Outside of their close range, FCS tracking 130 all the way up to 190, which is pretty solid, which should be just enough range for these Duo 3 to get lots of value, especially as you close in. Good assault boost. Nice little bullet man. Little bullet man. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. We have one more build. Good God. We almost filled up our garage, though. My God. Alright, now... Oh, there's another boatman. Well now. We're definitely switching these out for Huxley's. We'll try to do something a little different. What did we do for the last exactly? Because I wanted to stick not too close to that, just so for the sake of diversity. So for this boy, we went with still light 370. Ultimately, these two builds are very similar. They're both wicked light, and they both have Shaoweis and machine guns. So yeah, there's really nothing too different I would do, or could really justify. They're pretty much the same build. It's kind of crazy. We had two light bullet mans. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But yeah. Alright. Well, we got through a lot of full cannon builds tonight. My golly. Little one's definitely excited to play around with this one, / the wheelchair variant. I think it's going to be pretty fun for the Requiem vid. Indubitably. Alright, but yeah. If there are more builds in the Requiem workshop, which I think there are, we'll get to them next Requiem stream, which will probably be Mondays going forward with the RP being this active, which is a good thing. So, yeah, I guess I'll retire the stream for now. I appreciate you all for coming out, giving the builds, giving me a chance to take a look at them and give my 2 cents. And so, yeah, I'll screenshot these all, reply to them in the Requiem workshop. The ones I haven't worked on, I'll save next time. And, yeah, I'll do the Thrife Kurosawa build for the video. I think that'll probably be the most entertaining for y'all. And then yerp. Yeah, have y'all yourselves a very good one. And remember, Ricky Rat. And that's a fact. Peace is.